Grand Rising. Grand Rising, this is Mama. Mama is here today to tell her story in YouTube. Grand Rising, welcome to Mama's YouTube channel. Today is my day. I said I'll start telling my story. There we go. That's better. Okay, welcome. Okay. Is Mama here? Mama here on live YouTube. Hello. I'm going to start to tell my story. I said I was YouTube. Actually, I'm still in a little bit of panic. Is it panic or? Yeah. So I'm going to start to tell my story. I'll start with, when you want to tell your story, you start with your birth. This is Mama. Okay, I'll start with my birth as was told to me because, in your birth, when you're being born, you're not present. You're still a child and you only don't know what you don't know and you know only what you have been told. So I'll start with my birth. Thank you, Jane. Adikinyi, thank you so much. I didn't think anybody will see this. I thought it was just me by myself. Thank you for tuning in, Jane. Thank you. You can tag people for me, Jane. If you can let people know that I'm on YouTube, I'll appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, I didn't expect anybody here. I was just by myself, but it's okay. Thank you. I appreciate you. Put a like there, Kenya. Dikinyi, put a like for Mama. Okay, I'll start with my story as was told to me. And the story of my birth was told to me drastic. It was told to me by my brother that I follow. And he used to tell me actually in fights. When me and him are in a fight, like there is a disagreement, he probably wants something from me and I don't want to do it or something, then he would abuse me. He was using my birth as an abuse or as an intimidation or as an insult to me. So he used to, first of all, he would be like, panya wewe. Okay, panya in that is Swahili. That is rat in Swahili, like you rat. So he would start by saying, you rat. And I'll be like, I'm a rat. Look at me again, I'm a rat. So then he would start telling the story of my birth, like this rat, this and that. That's how I learned how I was born. And the story of my birth through my elder brother, calling me names and, bullying me and insulting me. So this is how my brother used to narrate my story. That, initially as I learned, as I grew up, my mother was an alcoholic. I'll call her a drunk, a really good drunk, a really drunk. When I grew up is when I knew what being a drunk was. My mother used to drink and fall on the street, and we have to go and pick her up there on the streets. And that would take a lot of courage and a lot of strength and a lot of, I don't know what else. Because, when you're young, things like this were very embarrassing. Your mother's fallen on the street there. Her clothes are all over the place. Probably her underwear is showing, or even her ass, or even the other one, the other parts are showing that should not be showing on the streets. And you passing by, or your boyfriend is passing by, or your child would, lover would be passing by. And, when you're young, your crush was your crush. And your crush was like, oh my God. You're all scared, you're all excited, and it was all crazy. And you can imagine your mother on the street falling drunk and her clothes half torn or half out or half lifted or whatever. Yeah. And probably she all out there cussing and fussing and or probably drooling or throwing up or peeing on herself or something like that. But I was, for whatever reason, I was blessed. I had, I had first of all a childhood lover who left me. You know, it used to be like, you know, when you're children, you threaten each other over little things that you don't even know. My childhood lover would threaten me and tell me, "Oh, love without sex is like tea without sugar. So I'm not going to drink that tea without sugar. So me and you is over." Every day I used to be dumped. Every day I used to be left. When he finds sugar or somebody or a girl who would accept whatever he says, then he would dump me for that girl. Then after he finished with that girl, he'll come back again. Then we would be lovers again for like a week or two. Then he would be like, love without tea is like love without sex is like tea without sugar. And you know, during our days, sex was not just a small thing. It was a huge thing. It was like talking about climbing Mount Everest. You don't even know where Mount Everest is, first of all. Then somebody's asking you to climb it, even to look at where it is. First of all, you don't even know where it is. And somebody's telling you to climb it. It was crazy. So I would be like, ooh, no. Because I would know how my family would pound at me if they ever found out that I had sex. And you know, when the way we were brought up with these mothers who are going to church, being brainwashed that sex is about pregnancy. If a man touches your hand, you'll get pregnant. If a man touches your hair, you'll get pregnant. If a man touches your any part of your body, even your clothes, you get pregnant. So we were obsessed. We're like, yes, stand over there. Don't move near me. Yeah, I love you, but stand over there. Don't touch me. Forget about kissing because I'll be pregnant. I don't want to be pregnant. My mother, my parents will kill me. My family will kill me. It just used to be that crazy. So my mother would be drunk, be on the street. Sorry again. I just wanted to give a little bit of how, you know, we were scared of this stuff. So it took a lot of courage as a young person to deal with a drunk mother and you're growing up. So as I learned how I was born, so my mother was a drunk. So this is what my elder brother said. Oh, my mother was drunk even while he was pregnant with me, so drunk. And then the day of my birth, my mother came to give. She had come out from drinking, so she came home drunk, and then she gave birth to me. And when I came out, I was like a small mouse, a rat. So he was so terrified. He did not understand what was going on, but he saw blood and then he saw this rat on the floor. So he went knocking, calling my father, Daddy, Daddy. My father had a shop in front of our house. The house was a shop in the front. The back was a house. Was two. I'll call it 2 rooms, two bedrooms. According to the standards of today, there were 2 bedrooms. But to me, they were just rooms because my father had 3 wives. 3 wives, 3. And 36 children. 36 children. We were 36 of us. So my big brother would go and knock and say, Daddy, Daddy, mommy's there with a mouse. A mouse. I am so scared. A rat. So my father would be like, the rat wouldn't bite you, go find something to do. Then you would go come and then you see me shaking. My mother had given birth to me on the floor there and she was drunk, so she wasn't even paying attention to me. She was not paying attention to me. So she was just there drunk, fell there. The baby came out. She had she was there with, I don't know, a scissors or a razor blade, cut my umbilical cord, and I was just there shaking. I guess she thought I would die because the way I was shaking, because I guess I was drunk too. So I was just shaking, and she would she just say, oh, let it die so I can throw it in the dustbin or something like that. So my brother would go and say, the rat would go back again after every, I'd guess 3 minutes or 2 minutes or 5 minutes, and tell my dad, the rat is still alive, he's not dead, he's just there beside mommy, and he would be saying it in Swahili, which I would not be able to tell you right now because everybody's supposed to understand what I'm saying. So he would go back and forth. So the 3-4 times my dad had to come and see what is this mouse. My big brother was disturbing, the son was disturbing him about. So when he came, he found it was me. It was a child who was born. but I was still shaking, shaking. So my father started hitting my mother. Hey, you wake up, you drunk. Started pouring water on her so she could wake up and attend to the baby, which was me. My mother stood there like, oh, stop bothering me, whatever, So my father went looking for help, calling around the people who were around. One of my sisters-in-laws, who was a wife to my elder brother, to come and help with the whole mess. So they came, they're the ones who came and started, nurturing and taking care of me and trying to get me warm and all that stuff. And trying to make sure I don't die or something. So my brother said, you mouse, I saved your life, And really, he probably really did save my life, because he went calling on my father to come and see the rat, and the rat was me. And my father came and saw the rat and saved me. So guys, when I was born, I was such a tiny thing. I was a rat. So you better not hate on me enjoying my big. Better not hate on me enjoying my furry self. Better not hate on me enjoying my big ass. Better not hate on me enjoying my big self and my fat, huge self. Because I hear I was just a rat. I would have died the first minutes of my birth, since I was drunk, and I was born by a drunkard who did not even know that whether she had given birth to a baby or what was going on at that point, because she was in her own drunk world. So guys, again, my story has just started. From today on, every day I'll be giving you hits and bits of Mama's life, telling our story. Thank you again, those who tuned in. This is Mama again with our story on YouTube. Thank you.